Hello everyone, welcome back. And as you can see here, we've got our C cars. Well, I hope you guys can see, but there are our C cars in the game. Someone told me before that our C cars were coming in the game, and my first thought was that they were cars that you could literally hop in, like players could hop in themselves and drive around, but I was completely wrong. But no matter what, I still love this update. So we're just gonna get started, and we're gonna go ahead and start off with the remotes used to control the RC cars. And there are two types of remotes. There's one remote that you just hold in your hand like this, nothing really crazy, just a normal remote. And then we've got the remote that just attaches to your hand. Like, yeah, they're just the same thing, but just one attaches to your hand and one doesn't. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about the cars. So with the cars here, we've got a normal car, just like this. It's all, well, yeah, it's an RC car. What do you really expect? So I'm just gonna give you guys a good look at it. It's got some cool, like, design to it, but what do you expect? It's a normal RC car. There's nothing really crazy on it or anything. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the like sports car or like Jeep version of it, I guess, because on the back here it does say Yeep instead of Jeep. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys a good look at it. It's got a C in there, unlike the other one. This one has a little better art design. It's got more color to it, and just like unlike the normal one, there's 3 color variants of it, which I really do like because it gives you options to like choose other colors instead of just gray or something. Alright everyone, so to start off, we're gonna go ahead and go over the dispensers. And something a little extra that is a little off task, but with 2 you can reverse. It's something I want to talk about because with 1 you can't reverse, you can only go forward, but with 2 you can go backwards. But a downgrade is you cannot turn because you use your joysticks to turn, and you can't turn when you have 2 controllers. I think they should probably fix that, because if you could reverse and turn and stuff, that would be amazing for in races and stuff. But I just want to go ahead and tell you guys what the dispensers do. So if I drive this through, you can only really hear something. So I'm gonna pull out another remote so I can back it up. And as you guys can see, it dispensed a bomb into the car seat. And if I press B or Y, it'll dispense that and it'll launch my car away. And yeah, that's kind of all it does and stuff. So I just want to move on to the rocket thing. As always, like I said, with that, it will dispense a rocket into the car seat. The funny thing is, it kind of like sticks up and stuff. It's kind of cool. And yeah, like I dispense it with B or Y, shoot it up. But something cool about the firework is that depending on how close you are, the rocket will actually send it with you. Now, I do not know if this will send other players. I do not know if it depends on whose car it is or who put the item in the car, but you guys can go test that out. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and test out some things with the buttons and yeah, with the dispensers and all that. And a little extra thing is that when you put a sports car or whatever into the dispenser, it kinda it dispenses a different color. It dispenses white. And like I said before, if you come over here, there was originally only 3 color variants. And this is kind of interesting because this is a 4th color variant and stuff. Oh, I forgot. I couldn't turn because I had another thing on. But yeah, I do not know if they added this on purpose, but it is a pretty cool feature. Alright, now I'm just gonna show you guys what the car can do. So if I go ahead and drive it into there, it can click that button and dispense something. But it's not the same for this one, because if I go ahead and drive it into there, it cannot press it. And you can tell that it's not even touching the button, and unlike the other button, you can't palm it or anything. Like for this one, you can palm it like palm it, but you actually have to press it with your finger. And another thing is you can only have 2 cars out at once, so you can't like spawn like a ton of them, which is a pretty interesting way to deal with like cars and stuff. But you guys can do a little extra testing with that. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys just this stuff. So yeah, and the car cannot activate pressure plates. Sadly, that would be very interesting. I think they should add that into the game because that would be really cool. And they cannot activate this because again, players can get like creative with this and the pressure plate, which I think they should fix both of these where the car can activate them, because players can get more creative and do some more adjustments to like maps that they're gonna make. Alright, so as you guys can see, there are some more things I've set up to test out and show you guys like what the RC cars can do. So I'm gonna show you here that the boosters do affect the cars, because as you saw there, it boosted the car, which is something like that is kind of obvious that the devs would add to boost the cars and stuff. Okay, so continuing on, these launch pads do not activate or send the cars. Even if I get on it, it does not send the car, it just sits there and stuff. Yeah, and teleporters do not activate the car in no way, it just sits there, and even if I get on it, it does not work. Okay, and something really cool with the trampolines is that like if you go to boost it, it does bounce, which is something really amazing because that gives more players and the community to get more creative with maps they make. And that's something I really like about the community, is that when a new update is released and new stuff is added, players are always getting creative and making new maps. So the last thing on here is the spikes. If you go ahead and drive it onto the spikes, it does break. It explodes. I think there was another thing that would break when the spikes touched it, but I kind of forget what that is. But right now we're just focusing on the cars. That is kind of a cool addition, which makes which allows players to get more creative, like I said. Alright everyone, that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Come check out this update, get creative, have some fun, go into some lobbies and see what other players are up to and everything. So, like always, have fun with this update and all of that. So, peace.